Are you feeling bloated? Have a headache? Stomach cramps? Back pain? Leg pain? If that is you as a young lady, if that is you as a young teen, stick with me. I'll show you how. Hi guys, welcome to the Real Talk with Ilga. So I'm your nurse for today. I am Nurse Ilga Claasen. And if you want to know more about me, do not forget to subscribe down below. Turn on your post notifications, and that's how you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. So let's get into this topic. From the title down below, guys, this is for my young ladies. I'll call them ladies. Obviously, they're young ladies, young teens. And it's one of the most, how can I say? It's one of the most unspoken topics recently. I know back then when I was a young teen, a young girl, and I was in primary school, we had activities and we had classes of when us as young women, as young girls, would reach our menstrual cycle, when we would reach our period. So there are times when our own parents or our own family, whether it be your grandmother or whether it be your own mother or whether it be your sister, there are times where it's so difficult for you as a young woman to speak about. Okay, this specs is seriously, it's not working for me. This specs is my daughter's specs, so I'm going to take it off because I do not wear spectacles. So just to recap on what I said, I'm mainly going to speak today about periods. So our topic and our title for today is periods. For our young, gorgeous girls out there, when you reach a certain age in your life, I get this age where you get the age group between 8 till 15, I'm not sure, 8 till 15, 8 till 16, where you, normally in that age group where you start getting your period. I remember I reached the age when I was 9 years old and I was in primary school. I think I was grade 4. I think it was grade 4. Yes, I'm not sure because that's years back. And grade 4, and I started my period. I had, not at school though, but I had back pains, I had abdominal cramps, I had headaches, I felt bloated also. I did not actually have much of an appetite. Like I said, on my underwear, on my panties, there would be this brown discharge or yellow discharge, and I used to freak out back then. I used to ask my mom, what's this? What's happening to me? And all of that. So, I never, like I said, I never had much information about it. My mom never spoke to me about it. And when you reach that age, you want to know what's going on with your body. And my daughter, Shadai, she's at that age where she is experiencing these things right now, and I specifically need to sit down and explain to her. Obviously, my mom is there, grandmother's there as well, and we are all there to give her info on when she do tend to start her period. So, I've got a few items here on the table with me, and I would like to share to those young girls out there what you need in your period kit. It's called a period kit. So, I've got this bag. It doesn't need to be all fancy, okay? So if you could have what do you call this bag, a toiletry bag. So if you do have any toiletry bag, doesn't need to be that fancy, can be small, can be big, just easy to fit into your school bag or wherever. So like I said, it can be a zip bag, or it can be, if you prefer, a clutch bag, or my daughter loves a sling bag. So she's got this unicorn sling bag where you can just wrap it around like this. So where you're on school and you know your school bag is locked up in your classroom, and it's difficult, and you know you're on your period, and it's difficult to get your teacher, find the classroom key and all that, and you know you're on your menstrual cycle, you can wear a sling bag like such, where you can put in your pads, you can put in your wipes, you can put in your toilet paper, you can put in whatever you need when you are on your period. So let's get started. Like my daughter, like I said, my daughter is soon to start a period. She is 9, soon to go on 10. And I started my period, like I said, I started my period when I was 9 years old. So she'll be getting hers anytime soon. So I'm preparing her for when she do tend to get her period anytime soon. So recently my daughter's been complaining about headaches and abdominal cramps, and so obviously she's soon to start a period, and as a mother, I am preparing her for when that day do come. So like I said, your toiletry bag, and inside your toiletry bag, always see to it that you have a fresh, clean underwear. Panties, obviously, for the young ladies, school ladies out there, see to it that you have a clean, whether it be 1 or 2 clean underwear, clean panties inside your toiletry bag. So you pop that in there, and then obviously if you know you are not a heavy bleeder and you're just spotting for now, young ladies out there, um, these are called your everyday panty liners. So these are mine, and seeming that I am a mother of 3, I am currently using panty liners, which I use every day, and these are the panty liners that are quite thin. Most of the panty, sorry, my chest. Most of the panty liners have wings. Pads as well have wings, and then obviously they got strip over here where you can just peel away, and then you can place that inside the panty like that. So obviously you will take the strip away like that, place it inside the panty like that. And so obviously this is for our young women and young ladies, girls out there. Even though you are not a heavy bleeder and you're just spotting, and then these panty liners are good for our light spotters. So obviously I'm getting my period every month. Like I said, I'm a mother of 3, and I am on family planning. I'm on the 2-month injection, and I'm still getting my period every month. So it's like an ongoing thing up until you reach a certain age where you don't get your period anymore. So I got you girls, young girls, and I've got you women out there covered. So these are the pads. Normal, any normal pads, doesn't matter what brand you use. So like I said, these pads, you get different kinds of branding. So these are so cute because these pads come in this cute pockets like this, which I think it's really cute. So like I said, your normal panty liners that you either get this with wings or without wings, and then you get your maxi pads, whether be your always ultra pads, whether be your Lillet's pads. Preferably you decide on what brand you can choose for yourself. And then obviously I am using adult wipes. The adult wipes I use for myself, and then you get your your disinfectant, like I said, your disinfectant wipes. And then usually when you use the toilet, my mother or my grandmother would always say, always clean your seating before you sit on it. Or my mother would always say, use toilet paper, stack the toilet paper around the toilet lid, and then you sit on there. So obviously you need to clean the area where you sit on. Please, young ladies, women out there, clean the area, because most women pick up infection. I know for myself, for a fact, I pick up a lot of infection whether I sit on a public toilet pot. You know, I would always just squat. I would don't literally sit on the toilet pot, I would squat. And then I know I get infection a lot, so I pick up infection a lot. So um, I usually buy vaginal cream, and this is the vaginal cream that I use, which really helped for me. It's I bought this at Discount. Vaginal cream, I don't know what is it called, such a weird name, but obviously it's such a relief, especially when you have vaginal thrush. So this is the cream where you insert it from inside where it's itchy, and obviously the outside area. So I would use vaginal cream. This is not a must. Please, young girls out there, if you do have thrush and it's itching at the bottom, please do inform your mother, please do inform your sister, or please do inform your grandmother about this. This is not a must. Only when you are itchy and feel discomfort down there, then it's time to use your vaginal cream. This is not a must. Okay, like I said, your disinfectant wipes, obviously wherever you're sitting, and then like I said, your normal. I use my adult wipes. You can use any other vaginal wipes that there is on the market. So obviously I use toilet paper. You know, most toilet paper has fluff on there, and it's very sensitive to certain women down there, to young women down there. So tissues are the way to go. Tissues and wipes are the way to go for now. And then obviously do not forget your hand cream. So do not forget to wash your hands after you are done doing your thing down there. And then obviously I've got the spray, the hand cream, and then I've got the hand sanitizer spray, which smells very nice. It's called Instant Sanitizer Spray. Pardon me, 70% alcohol, and then it's got 99% germ protection. Out there, your schoolgirl, you tend to, you tend to have that stench, you tend to have that odor, and always see to it that you have your antiperspirant, what is this, roll on. So obviously the roll on, and then this is one of my best. This is one of my best deodorants, and it's called shower spray, because it has that baby fresh smell. So your roll on, and then your deodorant spray. See to it that you have that also inside your toiletry bag. Your disinfectant wipes, and then obviously wipes that you can use down there. If you spotter, and then just a few, you don't want to take the whole box to school, so just 2 or 3 of those. And then obviously your pads you pop in there, and then your hand cream, and then maybe your sanitizer liquid or your sanitizer spray you want to put in your bag. And there's another thing that I would like to show you guys. This is not a must, right? It's not a must, but I've got these bags, this disposable bags. So for my daughter, when you're on your period and you're starting to use a pad, right, for the first time, starting to use your pad, this is how it looks from inside when you open it. And then you want to take the strip apart. So obviously the backing first, so you want to take that apart, and obviously it's got another strip over there that needs to be peeled off here. If you do have the wings, you want to take off that strip. And then obviously, as you can see, these are the wings at the side. and then obviously the pad, and then you got your panty. So it's easier to demonstrate when you have it on. So this is going to look a bit weird. So I'm going to put this on my knee, and then obviously what you do is you take off the strips, you place it inside the panty like that. See to that it sticks properly inside your panties, and then obviously you will see the wings at the side. Sometimes it's so difficult because it sticks everywhere. Then you want to flap the wings, you want to flap to the side so that it sits like this. High school, I used to bleed. I was a heavy bleeder, and I used to use always ultra pads. You know, those pads are extra thick and extra long. I used to use that. And then if you know you're about to change, what you do is you take the flaps, remove the flaps first, and then you peel it off like it's obviously the blood will be lying there. And then what you do, the flips, the wings, you want to pull it towards inside, and then you want to start closing your pad up. Then if you are clever, most women don't do this. Most women don't do this. I was taught that, not by my parents, but I was taught this when we had extra classes at school, where the nurse would used to come and demonstrate and show us how we can use certain pens when our young girls are on our period, and then how to dispose your pad. Toilet roll, and then you want to place the pad inside the toilet roll like this, and then you want to roll. So you roll like this, 1, 2, 3, and then you want to pull it off, obviously the toilet paper, and obviously the sides you want to do exactly the same like you did. So 1, 2, 3, and pull. So your pad is covered. You don't want to throw your pad inside the toilet bin like that. So obviously it will just open up again, and then you will get all that stinky fumes of old period blood, and we don't want that. You don't want someone sitting on the toilet pot disposing their snotty toilet paper inside the bin or their pads, and then you just see a flipped open panty full of blood. You don't want to see someone else's blood. You don't want to smell someone else's period blood either. So for a young woman, use toilet paper or use tissue to close your dirty period pad. And then this is not a must. You can throw the pad inside the bin, or you can use the disposable bag. With a pad, throw it inside the bin. Inside the bag, and then you want to knot it. You want to knot it like this, and then you want to dispose it inside the bin. So obviously, if you know you tend to get this heavy cramps, abdominal cramps, backache, headaches, leg cramps, and it's all part of your menstrual cycle. Please, women out there, please, young girls out there, do not forget, use prescribed medication, whether it be Panados, whether it be ibuprofens, whether it be Nurofen tablets. Do not forget to first ask your parents if it's fine in your age group if you could use those medications. So obviously I'm giving my daughter Panados. So inside your toiletry bag, you want to make sure that you do have a few pills. So I've got this small jar over here where I just pop in about 3 or 4 painkillers for her that she can take with to school. So you want to pop those in there. So when you do tend to change yourself, or whether you're in class and you have these cramps and backaches, so you got yourself covered because you've got your painkillers in there as well. So young ladies out there, young women out there, if I knew back then that If I knew back then that I could mark down, especially when I had my period, and now I was very lax on doing in my period classes that as young teens used to attend, where they said you need to you always need to jot down your menstrual cycle, especially on the calendar. Put a marker around the date when you specifically get your period, so when you know next month when you do tend to get your period, you will get it round about those specific days that you have marked last month. So make sure that you do have a diary for these young teens out there. Make sure you do have a calendar diary where you mark down specifically when you have your period. I know it's very embarrassing for our young teens out there when they do start their period, where they would see their school dress, behind their school dress there is um, period blood behind the school dress, and they would be children that will just be gooing and going, saying, "Oh my word, there's blood behind the dress." I would laugh you out and all of those things. Girls, young girls out there, if you do tend to start your period, please do not be embarrassed. Do not feel afraid. Do not be scared, because you are growing into this young teenager. But if I lay